Suriname, facing off for the third time. And it's the first meeting since 2006 when Suriname won it 1-0 in the Caribbean Cup. Should be a fun night of action. Looking forward to watching this one with you. Grenada and Suriname just about ready for kickoff. We'll have the starting 11s, the pre-match festivities, and the opening kick when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this 2023-2024 Concacaf Nations League group match the national teams of Grenada and Suriname. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Suriname to be followed by the national anthem of Grenada.
National anthems wrap up, and we're just about ready to kick things off here between Grenada and Suriname on match day 2 this Friday here in Grenada against Suriname. As we take a look at the starting 11 for Grenada, it is a mixed bag of experience with this group. Some players, like the goalkeeper Jason Belfont, closing in on 50 career caps. Others making their club or international debuts, rather, for Terrence Connor's group, known as the Spice Boys. Our lead official for this match is Quincy Williams, and he'll get the duty of handling these two sides here tonight. It'll be Grenada in green here this evening, while Suriname will be in the white jerseys. The captains will meet here at midfield. For Grenada, it's Jacob Berkeley Gaipong, and for Suriname, it is Shaquille Piñas in the Trinidad and Tobago refereeing group. We'll shake hands here. Already have a couple matches in the books in this League A, Group B. It was Haiti and Cuba drawing. And then in League B, Bermuda and French Guyana drawing at 0-0. And here is Suriname and the starting 11 for this group. Just like the Grenada group, Warren Hahn, the goalkeeper, they're experienced in international play, the 31-year-old in this one, and keep an eye on number 20, Gilfio Ligier, 13 goals. He can tie Stefano Richel for the all-time lead in the country's history if he scores this evening. So Suriname and Grenada here tonight in League A in Group B. One of the two can surge to the top with a win after Haiti and Cuba drawing earlier today. Second window of matches on day number 2 as we play 34 matches in a 6-day window here in the Concacaf Nations League. Plenty to be excited about. We'll get into the revamped format as we go through, but the whistle blows, and here we go from St. George, Grenada. Michael Watring and our entire crew watching this one with you. Grenada and Suriname squaring off for the 4th time. There's been a win for each side and a draw in the first 3 matchups. The first meeting dating all the way back to 1990 in the Caribbean Cup. That was a Grenada 3-1 victory. Well, I mentioned it's a warm one, closing in on 90 degrees Fahrenheit this evening as this ball skims all the way back and is picked up by Belfont. Plays for All Saints United in Antigua. Long ball sent forward that gets nodded into the air, and an early whistle for a foul. If you watched last night's Panama-Martinique match, there were 2 yellow cards in the first 10 minutes. We've seen 1 man sent off so far in the Nations League. Actually 2. U.S. Virgin Islands had 1, and St. Kitts and Nevis have had 1 so far in the CONCACAF Nations League 2023-24. In this revamped format, 41 teams over the next 7 months in 3 groups. Free kick taken, slung towards the back post, headed back through by Badeau. Back on the ball is Ashley Charles. Etienne holds on to possession. This is what makes this tournament so exciting, is there's leagues, there's groups, promotion, relegation, and a spot in the Copa America on the line as well. 6 teams from CONCACAF region, including somebody from these top 2 groups in League A. Will face off in the Copa America 16-team tournament in 2024. Ball flicked along. Bissawar sends it back, and a foul is whistled as Kenneth Paul gets knocked over. It's Adriel Lewis has captained this club in the past. Comes right in, and Paul goes straight to the ground, and now this set piece slung in, headed, and what a great save. Terrific work by Belfon. That was just terrific. Look at this. It's a swinging ball in, headed hard. Belfon saves. And some early work being put in by the keeper. And now an opportunity for Grenada. The defense strong, holding. Will we get some end-to-end action with some goal scoring? Or will this be a defensive bout here this evening? Tapped forward by Lewis. And then sent backwards where Hahn clears. And now a shot attempt, whistles past a teammate and slings wide by Benjamin Etienne, the 20-year-old, making his country debut. Why not? After Hahn had to come out of the 6-yard padding. And a goal kick coming. Well, just like so many teams do, Hahn being used as an extra outfielder there. Width from the central backs. It's continuing to file in the facility. Choices to be had here. Funneled wide left. Belmar fires it through. There was Lewis right at the penalty dot. Instead, it gets cleared away. Back on that far left-hand side. It's Darius Johnson giving it back for Berkeley. Gaipong. Grenada taking their opportunity to play on the front foot. And now holding on to possession. Long ball sent. Lewis was onside. It ends up working out. Here's a long shot. That slice is wide. One opportunity after another coming. And Grenada starting to simmer here. Well, it was the man that was initially offside that comes back to hit that ball. Stung it. Pretty good pace. While the top two finishers from each group will advance to the Nations League quarterfinals. Bottom two teams from the groups in League A will be relegated to League B for the next rendition of Concacaf Nations League. Foul whistled. Suriname have had a couple of these chances. They did well on their last one. As Misawar goes down, this ball taken quicker. Through the middle of the yard. Grenada applying the pressure. Suriname had a bit of space for a moment. It's stolen away. Charles holds. Bodies collide at midfield. This game being played at Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The first ever Olympic medalist, that is, for Grenada, won the gold in the 400 meters at the 2012 Olympics, added a silver in 2016 and a bronze in 2020. Belmar hustles after it, watches it go back. Whistle and a foul given. against Grenada. Some spots on the pitch a little more barren than others. Will that footing play a factor at any point tonight? Maybe a 10% chance of rain at some point this evening. Now moving the ball forward, edging it just over the top of that dead space. There you go, Bissawar, the 35-year-old. He's ready to take this whenever Gwansi Williams is ready to blow the whistle, and now he does. The low lining poke. First man to it is Josh Gabriel. Still loose inside of the 18, however. Grenada making a mess of this sequence and getting bailed out by a foul. Maybe some opportunities there, but it does end up getting cleared away. Barbados and Montserrat have kick-started as well in the Dominican and Nicaragua. In League B action. League B, mostly unchanged. 4 groups of 4. 6 matches per team, 1 home and away match per side. Here's a free kick taken. It's flicked forward. Belmar, the closest man to it, but eventually picked up by Warren Hahn. Always a fun tournament. Revamped this year. More meaning for all teams throughout. Love the promotion relegation aspect of it. Love what's on the line as well. You already have the United States, Mexico, Canada, and Costa Rica that are the seeded quarterfinalists. And they will be joined by 4 teams, 2 from Group B here in League A. And the sides overall here in this group: Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, Honduras, Suriname, and Grenada. Charles pivots. Etienne, who had that long shot earlier. 10th minute of play, scoreless between Grenada and Suriname here in the Concacaf Nations League. Opening match for these clubs. Michael Watrang in our broadcast group coming and staying a while with us as we spend a Friday evening with you. So far, a shot per side in the opening 10 minutes officially. Alphon had to make the save on the header in the 3rd minute for Grenada. Belmar's chance in the 6th minute for Grenada. Over wide right. Ball ends up hitting the backside of Berkeley Kaipong. And it stops whatever creativity Suriname might have had in their sights. Last year, Suriname 3-1 in League A and Group A. Drew against Jamaica before falling to that Jamaican side and losing twice to Mexico. Ball sent into the box. Bicycle kick. How about that moment? Nearly a highlight reel sequence there from Leofilo Lishier. Well, he can score with the best of them in this tournament. Take a look at the poise, the patience, and the ability to put that ball on frame. He had 10 goals in 6 matches in the Nations League in 2019 and 20. He's down on this near side, doesn't stop the play from progressing forward. Another opportunity to cross here from Suriname. Shot attempt. It's redirected, and it's a throw, not a corner, as that ball slices out. Throw incoming. Kelvin Leerdam plays with the LA Galaxy, throws it in. Headed high into the air. After a bit of a collision, Berkeley Gaipong takes it forward and draws the foul. Suriname have settled in, now starting to get forward with some numbers. It's an excellent ball into space. The shot, though, ends up getting deflected wide. And it is a corner coming up. And we're already seeing the prowess. Viljer finding a little bit of space. That's all he needs, just a little bit of real estate to make something work. Goes out for a corner kick. Now we get a whistle here in the middle of the field. They're jockeying for position. Corner kick coming, first of the match. It's low in. Second ball. Got it along. Not cleared all that far, however. Into the 18 it goes. Suriname winning every aerial ball at this point. Played all the way back, and Suriname can settle in on the road here against Grenada. Long shot. Bouncing in and pushed right to the ground. Belfont controls that one. He's a sure-handed keeper. Always difficult to beat him. Considered one of the better goalkeepers in the Caribbean. Switching field pass intercepted. Suriname pushing. Isawar now back wide right. Joseph Zoon. Somebody else to take charge. Grenada being tested. Low ball in, it took a deflection, and Belfont covers. Grenada had some early moments in this one, but it's been more difficult in the last several minutes. Pressure doesn't stop Etienne from playing it back. He's been good in tight spaces. Benjamin Etienne, 20 years of age. The charge is on now. And getting into the box. Swinging it through. Belmar the closest in green to it. Lewis couldn't get ahead to that to keep the ball in. Now shuffled forward. And here comes Suriname again. Choices to be made here. Later, the intended target. Just behind him, having to stop his run. Grenada's work cut out for him here against Suriname. Grenada has had some success as a country overall. Finishing second in the 2008 Caribbean Cup. Qualified for the Gold Cup in 2009. Lewis heads it along, was looking for a foul, will not get it. FIFA rankings entering the night. Suriname 143, Grenada 174. And now a stoppage with an injury. And Leo Abenya, 29-year-old defender who plays in Hungary. Get looked at by training staff. Well, the format has been revamped to include more direct elimination matches. They qualify teams for continental summer competitions. It serves as a qualifier for the 2024 Copa America that will be held in the United States. And the way that it looks from a League A perspective, each team will play 4 matches against the group opponents. The top 2 finishers in each group will advance to the Concacaf Nations League quarterfinals. The 4 quarterfinal winners will go to the Nations League finals in March and earn a bid into the Copa America, while the remaining 4 get play-in matches to determine the final 2 spots in Copa America. The United States have won the first 2 renditions, including a 2-0 win earlier this year with Richards and Balogun scoring. The U.S. won it in 2019-20 as well, 3-2 in extra time. Christian Pulisic had the game-winning penalty kick in the 114th minute of that match. Will there be a team that dethrones the Americans? And could it possibly come from this match with Grenada and Suriname taking flight here in Group B of League A? 21st minute, no score, but Suriname have been knocking on the door. Michael Watrang in our group. Delighted to have you on board for tonight's match. Thanks for joining us. It's good work here to find some real estate here for Suriname. Paul's pass is intercepted, at least for a moment, by Etienne. And it does get pushed away by Harak. Lewis slices a pass wide left and now joins the fray. Plenty of men forward now, and choices to be had. Darius Johnson, Etienne. As that ball ping pong off of 3 different players, and he's going to rescue it as the right back. Had the right idea. 2 men were in there, and it gets banged away. And now the charge mounted back for Suriname. Joseph Zoon. It's the brakes. Adipi. Pass is intercepted. Paul. Adipi. Where are the creative runs going to come from here for Suriname? A lot of standing around. Players on this side look to change the point of attack now. 2-1 shots in favor of Suriname. And a foul is whistled. Leo Obenya, who plays in Hungary. Double-digit appearances for his group and country. Goes down here, take another look at it. Easy choice to be made there with Cedrell Lewis coming in late on the slide tackle attempt. And a free kick coming. Kenneth Paul plays for the Queen's Park Rangers, takes it quickly. Cross comes in. Nearly linked up with one. Instead, sent away for the time being. And Suriname pressure continues to hit a fever pitch. Just waiting to bust things open. Grenada looking to weather this early pressure. The Dippy. Everything packed in through the middle of the field. Suriname being forced to retreat. But even when they do so, they can immediately build the charge once more. And now here's a swinging ball through the middle. Cleared away. Trayvon Williams gives it to Lewis. And now let's see if Grenada can hold on to possession for a moment. Possession back to Grenada. Here's Darius Johnson firing it in. Does take a head. That was a terrific leaping effort just to get a piece of that ball and sling it near the frame. Doesn't do enough to challenge Hahn, but Johnson on target pass. And Cedrell Lewis thumb to the air. And here in the 25th minute, appears that we'll get a hydration break. These two sides to go in their directions. Talk things over with the coaching staff, see if there's any adjustments that either side wants to make. Here at the outset, yesterday was the opening night of the Concacaf Nations League, and in Group A, Panama, Guatemala, and Trinidad and Tobago all winning. Score differentials varied from 1-2 and 3-0, so Panama and Guatemala are atop of the Group A standings based off of goal differential. Trinidad and Tobago sits in third, but the 3 points gives them an opportunity with 3 matches to go. Curacao and El Salvador are next on the list, with Martinique at the bottom, losing to Panama 3-0. Clubs we're watching right now, Grenada and Suriname. We'll be back at it on Tuesday. Honduras and Grenada. That'll be in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. And Suriname will make a visit to Cuba as this opening week of CONCACAF Nations League takes place. 34 matches this week, and the next 34 will take place from October 12th through October 17th. And then the final matches of group stage / quarterfinal matches will be played in the November window, when the US, Mexico, Canada, Costa Rica will see their first activities in this tournament. 0-0 between Grenada and Suriname. Good to have you with us here tonight. We've seen some shot attempts from both sides, some more dangerous than others, but so far without a score in this one. Grenada have scored in each of its last 7 competitions. The last time they did not score was a 5-0 setback to the United States in June of 2022 in the CONCACAF Nations League. Suriname, meanwhile, winless in 6 of the last 7. They had a friendly win over Nicaragua, 2-1. Mixed in there, and a late winner from Jaredy Hilterman. Take another look at that whistle. Slide tackle poking it out. A throw in coming here from Suriname. It's been a fast start for Barbados and Montserrat. That is 2-1 Barbados already. That is taking place in League B in Barbados. So a couple quick early goals in that one. Still searching for our first here in this Group B League A match. As we close in on the half-hour window and a third of the way through. Ball sent forward. Nudged along, Paul making the run. Where does he want to go here? Bissawar has his cross returned to him. Grenada have been forced to defend for long periods of time in the first half hour. Fine bit of defensive work there by Josh Gabriel. Alderson University in the United States. Slowly starting to become a fixture with this Grenada group. Corner kick coming. Second one of the match here for Suriname. They've had the bulk of the possession, nearly 60% through the first third of this match. And now, Quincy Williams wants to bring 2 players out for just a quick chat. And now Kenneth Paul retreats and surveys. Whistle blows. Here comes this in-swinging boomerang. Ricochets off of a couple heads. And Sadrell Lewis skies it away towards the middle of the field. And once again, Suriname get back to the front foot. That has been ranked as high as 84th in its history. That was back in August of 2008, nearly 15 years ago. They've been working their way up, starting to budge their way forward after dropping to as low as 191 in December 2015. Up nearly 50 spots from there since that point. Joseph Soon trying to go right back. Instead, Darius Johnson will come out of the pack with it. Johnson being tugged and yanked, and finally, Danker Louis gets called for the foul. Here it is, Danker Louis, 27-year-old, plays in Greece. Now, Jason Belfon will come out to handle this ball. 33-year-old, 48th career appearance for his country tonight. And sends this ball very long, almost to the 18-yard box. Belmar won the first attempt. Etienne, this is opening touch, let him down. And it goes out. Grenada, conversely, has been ranked as high as 88th. That July of 2009. He's been as low as 176 in December of 2007. Lewis has that one parried away. Hahn comes up with a large stop as Grenada nearly knocked the door down. The fans beginning to simmer here, realizing perhaps the goal they've been waiting for through the first 33 minutes is nearly there. Take a look at this. Just a mishit ball by Bissawar. Lewis found himself in some real estate, and maybe that last bit of pressure from Shaquille Binas, the captain, made sure that Lewis couldn't beat Hahn. Well, Grenada will take advantage of their chances. And that was nearly one of those early opportunities. On just 2 touches to strike. But Suriname has their thoughts on coming right back. Paul. Away over the head of one player, but not the second. Leerdam comes back to get it. And this ball pelted high into the air, and Belfond will haul it in on the fly. As I was mentioning, Grenada has fallen to 174. The lowest they've ever been was in 2007 at 176. Excellent slicing and dicing here. Thanks for the moment from Ashley Charles, but taken off the ball. And Suriname back on the front foot. Thanks for a moment before Belfond comes out. Since June of 2021, Grenada has just 1 win in its last 17. Last time this club won was against the St. Vincent and Grenadines group in October of 2022. Belmar, Etienne gallops, does not reach it, however. Goal kick coming. Will we see a goal here before the end of the opening 45? Two sides eager for their opportunity here in Group B of League A. So far, we have seen Haiti and Cuba draw, and the nightcap tonight will be Jamaica and Honduras, and that'll be in Kingston, Jamaica. Bedeau sends that out. Now an opportunity to gather, reset. And there have been 3 or 4 of these sequences in the first half where Suriname have held all of the possession, and Grenada have been forced to pack things in. Bissawar. Clever pass, better defending, and swung away. That was a key stop right there and a key interception. Otherwise, there was space and time. And yet again, having to scramble back and send it away, Caden Harak. Stadium seats 8,000. Very expansive, wide, with the track around it. Josh Gabriel throws. Berkeley Gaipong sends forward. Now Hahn. Pushes Belmar to continue to run. Comes up well and forces the giveaway. Belmar starts this. Lewis trying to slice it over to Charles. It comes back out. Not done yet, however, our Grenada. defensive work in the middle by Adipi. He was on his backside when that sequence started. Able to rescue the day for the moment. Grenada continues to take advantage of Suriname giveaways. Less than 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half. Shots right now 3-2 in favor of Grenada. Suriname have not had a shot in over 20 minutes. Arak collects. 19-year-old plays for Queens Park Rangers. Long ball sent down the yard. No foul is going to be whistled here despite a man being down. That's Leofilo Flitzer. And Quincy Williams will check on him. Shaking his head as he meets with a conversation with Stefano Denswil. Leofilo into the sideline. Had a 4-goal match against Nicaragua almost 4 years ago today. It was September 9th. And back into it here. 40th minute of play. Grenada and Suriname 0-0 here in Concacaf Nations League action. League A and Group B. Tangled up for a moment. It's knotted away. Benjamin Etienne. Arak. High arcing throw comes in. Foul whistle on Etienne. Nil to score. Both sides have had moments that could have made it 1-0. Will either team have another one of those in the final 4 minutes? Remember, we had a hydration break, so should have some stoppage time. It'll be a minute or two. Flitzer. Harak will take this throw after that ricocheting ball. Youngest man on the pitch tonight at 19 years of age. Here comes Suriname. Johnson was on the backside there, forces the pass wide. Man is down. Suriname will stop play here to regather. look at it here. Johnson comes in, and almost wonder if maybe the field played a bigger role than Darius Johnson. This might add a few more moments to this first half when we hear about stoppage time. Nicaragua has scored against the Dominican. That match currently in the 42nd minute. Still 2-1. Barbados on top of Montserrat. Well, as it stands right now, 4 teams atop of the Group B table. Haiti, Cuba, 0-0 draw earlier this afternoon. Be a drop ball. It's going to be Mark Yosefzoon. Grenada sets it up. Now the ball dropped, and Yosefzoon get back into play here. We enter the 45th minute. Good passing here. Grenada mounts the charge. Grenada wanted a foul. It will not be one. Instead, advantage will be played. Charles trying to go right back to where that ball came from. Instead, sent back towards midfield. Like 5 minutes of stoppage time, and indeed it is. Pointed out by our 4th official. A hydration break and a couple injuries have forced us to add on 5 more minutes to either side take advantage. Etienne has his sights set on that. Etienne nestles it over for Charles. Charles slows it for the moment, and it's tackled away by Adipi. Plays for Robin Hood in Suriname. Harak is ready to take this long throw. He's going to try to fire this into the 18-yard box. And is successful at that. Charles goes right back out for Hayden. Harak still loose in the 18. Belmar and Lewis battling. Still not done yet. Here's Belmar. Moves it into the 18. Nobody was making that run at the penalty spot. Long shot. Lewis was offside, so that pass wasn't an option. And it's gobbled up by Hahn. Here it is again. Gaibong plays for Gloucester City in the National League of England. Hahn walks forward a little bit, gets a better angle, and a foul is blown against Bissawar. That first met in 1990 and haven't seen each other in 17 years. Haven't solved anything, just like the first 3 meetings. A win aside and a draw in the first 3. Just like the series lineage. Nothing settled so far in this one. Etienne the closest to it initially. Good work by Harak. Had the right idea to get it over to Darius Johnson, but goes out. Roughly 90 seconds left on this minimum. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Elvin Leerdam played in the MLS since 2017 with the Sounders, Inter Miami, and now LA Galaxy. The Suriname won a late first half goal. I've not heard from Hilder lately, but here he is getting fouled. The second leading goal scorer in the history of Suriname. Yanked to the ground. You would think that this will probably be our last sequence of the first half. Siswar lets it be to the back post. Belfond taps it down. Always had that ball covered. We hit the 5-minute mark. Throw in, but a whistle. And there's your first half whistle. Some early moments in this one, some missed opportunities for the two sides. And after 45 minutes of play here in Grenada, it's 0-0 at the half here in the Concacaf Nations League. We'll take you through the first half highlights when we come back here in just a moment. Suriname makes a couple changes at halftime. We'll get to those in a second as we kick off second half play here from Grenada. As Grenada and Suriname scoreless after the opening 45. 45 more minutes to go. And it should be a fun second half to see if either of these two teams can break through here in half number 2. Into the match is Mitchell Vrede, as well as Rosella Vilter. Out of the match goes Biseswar. As this ball is played through, funneled forward, but it is handled and cleared away. Adipi is also out. So 2 changes for Suriname at halftime. None for Grenada at the break. Let's see if Suriname can continue to apply this pressure against the home side Grenada in this one. Good strength being shown by Johnson, and eventually he draws the foul. Won't be anything more than that. Doesn't appear so. There it is again. On wide look at things, you can see push, and then eventually the foul whistled.
Double substitution, player number 17 in.
Crossing ball in. Push back through the middle, not done yet. Johnson bounces it hard off the ground. And it's covered at the end of it all, but opportunities continue to reside for Grenada.
Double substitution for Sweden.
Another look at it. All bounced out. Johnson hangs one off of the ground, and it's always handled well. It appears as if Grenada made some adjustments at halftime in terms of their tactics and pressure that they want to apply here in half number 2. Amount to a goal in the second half. If this match has a winner, there's a leader atop the Group B in League A standings, with Jamaica and Honduras to come later on this evening in just about an hour. Ball sent forward, flicked along, and then swung back out. Grenada doing well to hold on to possession. Lewis, though, he had a little more space, couldn't hold on to it. Grenada looking for its first win since October 1st, 2022. Suriname on the other side. Win against Nicaragua, and it was the substitute Mitchell Vrede that scored the opening goal in that match before Jaredy Hilterman scored the game winner in the 90th minute. Free kick coming up here for Grenada, and it's the captain, Jacob Berkeley Naipong, sends it in, and it's headed away, and a corner kick coming. See how Suriname can handle this situation. Berkeley Naipong is ready to take this corner, but not before we get a quick whistle. Pong sends it in. Ends up not contacting anybody until outside of the 18-yard box. Tracked down by Vilter. They've amplified that noise making. Used to be every second. Now they're getting 2 pops off per second. Energy continuing to be infused here at Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Wide switch of fields. Suriname have had the more sustained attack. Grenada have had the more dangerous attacking moments. Into the box this one goes. Always controlled easily by Belvono. Is that a clean tackle? It is. Sent out by Rosello Vilter. Plays for Robin Hood in Suriname. A throw in coming. And in the first half, we saw Caden Harak come forward, and that's what he's going to do here as well. He can get the ball in almost midway through the 18-yard box. And that'll be his duty on this pass in the 53rd minute. High arcing toss comes in. This one doesn't quite reach Belmar, but the second ball will be played down. Well, it's great work to hold that ball in by Etienne. And then the swinging shot from Belmar. Can't put it on frame. Etienne has been very dangerous here in this match in that right side. Here it is again. Etienne found Belmar. And Belmar, rather than touch it down and get a better angle, decided to swing it first time. Belmar has played in the United States since 2015, nearly 300 appearances, including 5 in the MLS with Sporting Kansas City. Back it goes, and it's touched forward by Hahn. All the pressure has been Grenada going right to left in the green jerseys, and Suriname in the white have had to defend more, at least for sustained windows here in the second half. Suriname taking their chance now into the 18. Badeau steps forward but can't hold on to it. Defense works out well for Gabriel, drawing the foul. Here it is again. One touch at the end of it all from Leo Abenya. Hunts him down just enough to commit the foul. Roughly 10 minutes elapsed here in the second half. Grenada and Suriname scoreless. Concacaf made changes to the Nations League. It's a qualifier for the 2024 Copa America within the United States. The 4 quarterfinal winners will punch their ticket. Flags up here for offside. Belmar, as well as Lewis, were in offside positions. And then 2 play-in match winners. And the top 2 sides from each of the groups here in League A will advance to the quarterfinals. But it's not just that. The bottom 2 teams in each group will be relegated to League B. So with the promotion relegation aspect of it, there's a wide window of perhaps punching a ticket into the quarterfinals and maybe even playing in a Copa America, all the way down to being relegated to League B if you cannot take care of your business here in these matches. First of 3. That first of 4. This ball's bounced out. Both teams will be back in action on Tuesday to wrap up this opening window of the Nations League. And then in mid-October, almost a month from now, teams will be back at it, trying to punch their tickets to the quarterfinals. Suriname with a corner kick. Ball ready. Hooks this ball out. Pinged in, and Pelfono does really well with a diving stop to keep this match scoreless. Here it is again. It's a really good opening ball. It flicked on, and Pelfono save. Suriname had not had much to speak of in a long window of time. That's their first shot in over 40 minutes. That was a dangerous one. And now Lewis on the front foot for just a minute. Pushes it out. We've seen 2 shots here in the second half from Grenada. And that's the first from Suriname. Leo Benya is down. 29 years of age. Has been with Suriname 11 times. Substitutes getting ready. Grenada did not elect to make any changes at halftime. While Suriname made 2. 2 subs have been fairly quiet for Aaron Warner's side. Warner, a former Dutch international. It's a very mixed group for Suriname. Very experienced players, as well as some youth out there as well. So now a change will be made for Suriname. Will be the end of the line there for Abenya. And Horacio Klaas is coming in. And indeed it is. A 22-year-old who plays in the Netherlands professionally. Makes his second career appearance with Suriname. And Abenya is indeed off with that injury. So a third change for Suriname. Grenada have yet to make one. Little Terrence Connor have his sights set on making a change that could unlock something for Grenada. Each team in the group stage will play at home twice. They'll be on the road twice. These home matches, so important, very critical. Grenada asking for an offside. It looked like there was one defender holding that man on. It's been a while since Suriname has had extended possession, but that is what's happening right now. They have had the majority of the possession all night. And there was a few sequences where they held on to it for minutes at a time. Just didn't get very far with it. Wide left it goes. Paul sends back. Piñas. Switches now to this right side. Lirdam debates and now chooses. Trickling all the way back. Belmar giving a lot of pressure. It's sent forward. Good header won by Darius Johnson. Before he can even get up, the ball's right at his feet again, and there's a foul. Johnson runs right in to the substitute cloth. Quincy Williams will not see enough in that to distribute a yellow. However, there'll be a free kick coming. This ball sent down this left sideline and nodded out. '63rd minute, scoreless. Grenada, Suriname, opening match for these clubs in the Concacaf Nations League. Excellent work there by Johnson. Lewis punches it through the middle, and it's glided away. One more chance through. Second chance, Harak sends it wide. More stunning moments to be had by Grenada. Fans yet again adding some voltage here to the facility. Lewis nearly had the perfect poke. Michael Watrang here with you tonight with our broadcast group. Should be a fun way to end this one. Hope you can stay with us. A busy window with 34 matches in a 6-day period. This is match day 2 of that window. Lirdam sends it forward. Reedy, his pass goes awry, and that leads to a break now. Belmar, Johnson. Been a lot of direct passes like that. This one is flicked through, and Hahn comes down to get it. It's been mostly a short passing effort. Very few passes have gone more than 20 yards. Here's Gabriel. Johnson leads it right back to where it came from. Weaving ball sent down the sideline, but across the chalk on its way down. Out for a throw-in. First match of Group B earlier tonight, Haiti and Cuba finished at 0-0. We're trending in that direction here in this Grenada and Suriname match. Or will one of these two sides break through? Some space along this right side. There is an option here. Nobody shuts it down, and it's finally blocked away. Yosefzoon had so much time in the 18. It's almost as if he was waiting for somebody to step in. Surprised he didn't hit it there. And eventually it cuts off the channel. He gets knocked away. So corner kick coming. There have been several of these. Fourth one of the match for Suriname. 67th minute. Trying to break this scoreless draw. Bending ball into the 18. Ricochets out. Back to where it came from. And it's another corner after Grenada. The last team to touch it. And now a fifth opportunity at a corner kick. Kenneth Paul on top of it. Swings this one in. Much better velocity this time around. Belfono bobbles, but there's a man in front of him committing a foul, and Belfono down. And the veteran goalkeeper right in the mix. Belfono, then Teveridi. Teveridi, great goal scorer 4 times in his career. He's been in double figures, including most recently a couple years back in Saudi Arabia. Phone back, ready to go. Third meeting between these groups. First one came back in May of 1990 in the Caribbean Cup. Grenada winning that one handily, 3-1. It's the first time these teams have met since the Caribbean Cup in September of 2006. 17 years ago yesterday, Suriname won 1-0. And a foul whistle. Despite some fouls in this match, Quincy Williams has not issued a booking so far. The phone will come out. Didn't like the patch of grass the ball was on and elects to reset. Great leg on him. He's constantly sent the ball into dangerous areas. Grenada wants a foul. Instead, the head injury will force the medical team back out there. And here in the 70th minute, Grenada and Suriname 0-0. And I believe that Quincy Williams will use this as an opportunity perhaps for another hydration break, as you see Belmar get a little bit of a knock. Sides will have their opportunities to chat things over here real quick. Suriname winless in 6 of its last 7. A friendly win over Nicaragua earlier this year. Grenada on the other side, winless in its last 5 since 11 months ago against St. Vincent Grenadines. Grenada have scored in 7 consecutive competitions, but so far being held without one here this evening. As we wind into the 71st minute, a cooling break. Roughly 20 more minutes to go. It's always fascinating in these tournaments when you get into the group stage. How important is a goal in a match like this? Is the point valuable? You don't want to expose yourself to going from a point to 0 and allowing another team to take a full complement. You have a little bit of those games, some mathematics that you're doing throughout the match, deciphering what you should do. Suriname has made 3 changes. Grenada have not made 1 so far. And here on the club's home pitch, Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Grenada looking for something to give the fans that continue to shuffle in here on a Friday night, something to erupt over. It's been a great atmosphere all evening long. Off of the restart after the cooling break. It's Yosefsoon getting into deep enemy territory for a throw. Not quite a corner kick. But these areas have been spaces. Teams have found some danger. Kelvin Leerdam in his 2nd season with LA Galaxy. Looking for this throw. Thought about going short. Drags a man out. Now we'll run forward and send one into the 18. It comes free. Leerdam back on it. Files it in. Belfon, though, athletic. Great read. You could see it from the time that Leerdam had it measured. And that Belfon was out to grab it. He plays in Antigua. In terms of this tournament, at this stage, he's one of the better keepers on the list. Decisive decision maker. Despite a little bit of contact, there's no foul there as Gabriel wins the ball for Grenada. Johnson sliding through. Did he get taken down illegally? No. Here's the decision by Williams. Berkeley. Gaipong. Gets it back, Grenada. The Spice Boys as they're known. Back on possession, and here we go. Hooking ball all the way through. Here's Belmar. Shot! Saved. Berkeley Gaipong took one sharply. And it's saved at the end of it all. It's hit hard, and Hahn able to save it. And the chances for Grenada continue to grow. No question about it. In the last 40 minutes, the more dangerous side has been Grenada. Are they deserving of the point and the full complement here tonight? Here's another look at that last blistering attempt. Trying to go near side on it. It's Darius Johnson, the man that's down. You can see his teammate, Berkeley Gaipong, motioning that he thinks that his time is over on the pitch. He'll need a sub, and that would be the first. And Grenada would make. His last win in an official match came in October of 2022. Johnson to the sideline. And the man that is going to replace him is Jermaine Francis. Francis, who plays in England, just 21 years of age. Plays with Helmsford. With less than a quarter hour to go now. Time not a friend of either side. Here in the opening match for these clubs in the Concacaf Nations League group stage here in Group B of League A. Berkeley Gaipong ready. He swings in the corner. It's headed out. Mado. Suriname is asking for that ball to be in an offside position. Instead, it's a corner. Again from this side. And now Berkeley Gaipong will head to the corner flag. Ready to take this one. Stretch run coming up here. Grenada and Suriname. Michael Watring and our broadcast crew ready to watch the end of this one with you. That is a tightly wound ball, and Han, that was sturdy. Inside of the 6, there are 3 green jerseys near him. Covered it well. Iraq has to send it away. Berkeley Gaipong back on it. He goes down, and it's a foul. Take another look at that corner coming in. Actually, one of his teammates caused the biggest bit of stress, and Kelvin Leerdam. It's a good first touch, at least initially, but better defensive play. And Grenada now thinking about coming back the other way. Here's Francis, the substitute. Suriname looks like it has another change to be made. Next opportunity that they get. I'll tell you what, both attackers, the veterans, Vilter for Suriname and Lewis for Grenada, have been awfully quiet here in the second half. Neither of the two have a large announcement to make. Frustration setting in. That pass nowhere near anybody. And now Suriname will make another change. It's going to be D'Emilio Rigters coming in. The forward, replaced for Robin Hood in Suriname, is going to replace the country's second leading goal scorer all time in Leofilo Vilter. Belmar sends Lewis to the wide side. Back for Belmar. Belmar strikes. Did it make any contact with Suriname? It did. And a corner kick coming. Here's another look at that. Belmar hits it hard. Yet again, this has been the case so many times tonight, an obstruction right in the front of all of these attackers. Just about 10 more minutes to go. Grenada and Suriname looking for goals. Stefano Denswil plays professionally in Turkey, represented the Netherlands at the youth level. Will be forced to come out of the match here for at least a moment. Nancy Williams having an extended conversation with Denswil. He's going to have to come out, and that's an important man out at 6'2". One of the better aerial artists that this group has. Grenada will have somebody new taking this corner kick. It's going to be an in-swinging ball from this corner. Kenneth Paul had taken all of the corners prior to this. This time it'll be the right foot. Rick Dares. The 18 it goes. It's headed. Back post. Belmar was wide open. And he misses everything. Belmar won the corner. And nearly completed it. And the fans sensing that that was another great moment for Grenada. I mean, certainly there was not a ton of space at the end of it all. You wonder if Hahn could have saved it. But a smash anywhere on frame certainly could have been Grenada's goal. For a team that has not been shut out in 15 months. 82nd minute. It's been all Grenada here in the second half. Suriname have had a couple chances here in the second 45. Belmar holds it. Is that outside of the box? It is just outside of the 18. Jermaine Francis making his argument, and for the first time in this match, we see a card distributed. Daker Louis gets shown the yellow here in the 83rd minute, and the fans, players, coaches, everybody will make sure that Quincy Williams hears about this. Let's take another look. Most definitely outside of the 18. No chance you could argue that that was in the 18. Jermaine Francis doing his best. Berkeley Gaipong is having his conversation as well. He's not going to win this battle. Instead, it'll be a free kick just outside of the 18. I like Belmar's angle. I prefer Berkeley Gaipong to cross one in. Suriname, nevertheless, will have something to deal with here at the end of this situation. And now, a little bit of a kerfuffle inside of the mixer. Berkeley Gaipong has stepped to his right foot now. Switching places with Belmar. A lot of time coming off the clock in this sequence. Now we're ready to go. Belmar. That was not a very good initial ball from Berkeley Gaipong. Hit it well too hard. And Suriname takes care of business for the moment. Berkeley Gaipong through! Wide open on the back post! It's Lewis! Grenada lead 1-0! Flawless pass through multiple bodies, and Cedrell Lewis pings the strings. Berkeley Gaipong, look at that. 4 players had chances at it, but it's Lewis that finishes. In the 85th minute, it's an opening goal, and it could be a decisive one as well for Grenada. 5th goal for his country, and first since World Cup qualifying in June of 2021. It took 85 minutes, but finally the breakthrough that we've been waiting for in this match. How does Suriname respond? Choices to be made now for Suriname. Corner kick coming here in the 86th minute. Hooking ball in, flicked along, cleared away. Shot comes in, and we have an equalizer. How about that? Within 90 seconds of Grenada scoring, Suriname has pulled back at 1-1. Unbelievable. The flick of Tevaridi has pulled this match level.
Goal for Suriname in the 87th minute.
Tevaridi in the 87th minute has equalized. And now a foul and a whistle and a card as well. And it's Ashley Charles picking up the yellow. Madness at the finish. If you've been with us the whole time, thank you. You're getting paid for those moments. If you're just joining us, thank you as well. You've picked a good time to come in. Goals in 90 seconds. Lewis first for Grenada. Tevaridi for Suriname. And we are tied at 1 apiece. And Suriname now eyes the go-ahead goal. Alphon handles. And now if you're Grenada, you went from atop the league table for a blink of an eye with Jamaica and Honduras still to go tonight to still atop the table, but in a four-way push with Suriname, Haiti, and Cuba, who drew at 0-0 earlier today. Foul whistle. Is this a booking? It is. Kelvin Leerdam will get the booking. And he'll hobble away from the field for a moment. Suriname have made 4 subs in this match. Grenada have made just the 1. And now here comes a 5th for Suriname. Navajo Bakboard is coming in. And Leerdam has to come out. 24-year-old who plays in the Netherlands is into the match, and here's Francis taking the free kick. And Hahn doesn't have a whole lot of work to do as he hauls that one down. 90th minute of play, and now the question becomes, how much stoppage time do we have? We had 5 in the first half. I think both sides might want the full 5, if not more, here in half number 2. Perhaps to try to find a way to get a winner. They get the full complement of points in the first of 4 matches in the group stage of the Concacaf Nations League. Trying to advance to the quarterfinals, where 6 of the 8 teams will get an invitation to the Copa America. Also important to stay out of the bottom, because the bottom 2 teams in each group in League A will be 8 minutes of stoppage time. The bottom teams will be relegated to League B. Cross comes in, it rattles around, a shot comes in, and yet again the man in the middle is Tevaridi, and he commits the foul on Belfort. There it is again. Tevaridi is a sub. Haven't called his name much. He scored in the friendly victory over Nicaragua nearly a year ago. 25th minute goal in that one. Hilderman scored the game winner in the 90th minute. there have been just 3 shots for Suriname here in the second half. They only need one of those 3 to score. It's a busy 6-day window with 34 total matches being played. And in the other matches currently going on, Barbados and Montserrat are all level at 2 apiece. That's in the 4th minute of added time. And the Dominican continues to trail Nicaragua 2-0. That's in the 90th minute. Quarter of the way through stoppage time here. Still to come tonight, Jamaica and Honduras. That match gets underway in about 15 minutes here in Group B of League A. 6 more minutes to go in this match. Grenada have done it with just 1 sub all night. Fine work by Charles to at least provide the pressure. Has to be careful though, playing on a yellow. Grenada looking to get a goal. It's the 4th time these teams have met. Each team has won once, and there's been a draw in the first 3. And a foul whistled. Francis goes down, and here comes a dangerous set-piece opportunity for Grenada. They have certainly had some great balls played in by Berkeley Gaipong. And the captain for Grenada hits this ball, and he's going to get another chance at it as the whistle comes in. Quincy Williams didn't hand out his first yellow card until the 83rd minute. He's given out 3 in the last 10, and now he's going to give out 2 more. It is going to be Badeau of Grenada and Bachboard of Suriname. So now the free kick. This ball in a dangerous area, but controlled by Han the entire distance. Almost midway through second half stoppage time. It'll be a late stunner for either side at this point. I think right now the result, unbiased fans would say, is probably a fair result for both groups to come away with a point here tonight. Granted, Grenada certainly could feel like they deserve maybe a little bit more. Not only did they score first and need just 5 minutes or so to get through this, but they've had plenty of chances, double-digit shots overall in the match. Wide right it goes. Bachboard. That ball cleared away, but not all that well. Belfon will wait for the ricocheting ball to fall into his lap. 3 minutes of added time left. Will there be a winner on this evening? Will Group B finish up with 4 teams to top the table with 1 point apiece? And Jamaica and Honduras still to come. That game taking place in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Take another look at that. An opportunity to come here for Berkeley Gaipong. What does he want to do with this one? Nobody comes forward now for Grenada. And the cross coming in. Berkeley Gaipong, high arcing ball in. Ricochets around twice. Suriname just punches it down the yard. Belfond. This is a dangerous decision to come out. There's perhaps a break on there. And now into the box it goes. Shuffling shot. Belfond saves. With just 2 minutes to go. Nearly a late stunner. There it is once more. Into space. Was ball. Or check that. That was Richter's. Found himself in a little bit of space to try to make something work. Grenada wanted a foul perhaps right there. Will not get it. 1 more minute to go. Belmar missed a chance at a header earlier. Shuffled through, Gaipong. As that ball cleared away. Tavaridi draws the foul, and that's a big one. Time coming to a close here. Ball sent down the field. Maybe your last moment of the match. Suriname with it. Hooking ball in. Tavaridi watches it sail through. Belfond picks it up. And likely the final moments of this match. And indeed it is. There's your final whistle. 1-1 is your final tonight between Grenada and Suriname in Group B of League A of the Concacaf Nations League. Grenada had a moment. 85th minute, Lewis scored the goal. Made it 1-0. Just a few minutes to go to try to hold on to things and take the full complement of points. But within 90 seconds, Suriname answered back. Tavaridi came back and tied it at 1. Both teams, though, atop the group table for now. One more match to go. That is Jamaica and Honduras. Kickoff coming up in just a few minutes. The final score, though, tonight from Grenada is Grenada 1 and Suriname 1. For our entire crew this evening, I'm Michael Watrang saying so long for now. Thanks so much for watching. Good night, everybody.
Don't forget this day, October 12th, at the Kirani Stadium, Grenada versus Jamaica in the Concacaf Nation. Oselo Filter and player out.